One of the key things that the Act does with regard to consumer law in Ireland is that it consolidates and updates the existing consumer provisions. Those of you who are familiar with Irish consumer law will be aware that up to the time of the Act, consumer law was very fragmented. There was a lot of legislation in both acts and in regulations that governed various different aspects of consumer law. And the Consumer Rights Act has for the first time brought together many of those disparate rules and regulations with regard to consumer law and put them in one place. So therefore, it is very helpful in that it has consolidated Irish consumer law in a very meaningful and helpful way. Remedies will again apply for failure to supply the service. So where the trader fails to supply the service under the service contract or fails to comply with a subsequent request from the consumer to supply the service within an additional period after the initial period to provide the service has elapsed, then the consumer should have the right to terminate the service contract, which effectively means that the service will not be provided and the consumer will receive any monies they paid for the service back from the trader. With regard to the installation of digital content or digital services, Section 55 provides that any lack of conformity with a digital content contract or digital service contract resulting from the incorrect integration of the content or service into the consumer's digital environment will be treated as a lack of conformity with the contract if the digital content or digital service was integrated by the trader or a person acting on the trader's behalf, or if it was intended to be integrated by the consumer using instructions provided by the trader.